Well, we're heading back home. The wind's kind of blowing, so I don't know how well you hear me. I'll turn this way and look at the car. Heading back home. This is a trip that took me to Glimmerglass. Visited Fort Hertford and some of the Empire State Trail. And because of so much rain, we're going to see what the reservoir in Redfield water level is. And of course, that wind is right in our face, so get ready for it. Now, if we go back a few years ago, I made a video on the drought we were having. You want to see a change? Here you go. Watch this clip and then go back and watch the video from 2 or 3 years ago when it was in a drought. I'm just wondering how much water they're releasing, so I'm going to swing by the Salmon River Falls as well, because this used to be gravel last time we were here, but with it full, this is capacity right here, so I'm just curious how much water they're letting out to keep the levels down, because they could only have it so high, and we're there. So a few years ago we were seeing sandbars, and this year it's licking the bottom of the bridge. Yeah, so these next couple of clips, I don't know where they're going to end up, so I'm just giving you that information now. And again, it's on the way home. It's a rest stop, I guess, so yeah, let's get somewhere where it's not windy. I just want to show you the difference. The water level's right up to the pavement. Last time we were here, there was a drought and there were sandbars here. Not anymore. Don't have to worry about a drought this year. It's maxed according to that line on that bridge. You don't get much over that. Alright, let's go to our next stop. So here's the Redfield end of the docks here. Last time we were here, these docks were sitting in a mud bank or something, and we were able to walk all the way down into the water. This deck, it's floating. Just show you how much water we have. Remember the drought on this deck? So, yeah. Like I said, the water can't get much higher than this because they gotta let it out of the dam. Which I'm sure they're doing now after that inch of rain we got all night the other night. Yeah. See, it's way up in here now. Yeah. Last time we saw this dock, it was look down and see mud. I look down and don't even see anything down there. You see all the trees in the water over there. Downtown Redfield right there. Fire station, church. Salmon River Falls. I'm the only one here today. I could already hear it, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like I said, there's not much water that reservoir can hold, so we'll see what happens. As I said 2 days ago, got another inch of rain, so oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, they mentioned they're calling for more rain too, all week. So this is going to get better and better. Normally all this is, obviously normally this isn't all underwater. You can see where people have painted on the rocks. So this should be rocks right here. But you can see obviously where people are able to access the rocks at one point. Even the plants found at home briefly. Grass growing in there. And again, it shows you how wet it's been. All this is just leaching out of the side of the hill. Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on this for the next couple of weeks, or until it decides it's not going to rain anymore for a while. I'm the only one here today, though. This place is usually busy all the time. So we know if you can hear the waterfall from the parking lot, it's going to be a good one. Alright, heading back home. I got stuff to unpack and everything. So, yep. And for those that are wondering, this is what it usually looks like. This is a typical normal operation waterfall. Hard Oswego sandstone, 110-foot high cliff of the Salmon River.